kindly for being with us here today and allowing us this opportunity. At the outset, I would like to express my honor to deliver this statement as chairperson of the Arab Group this month in New York. And I would like to thank esteemed ambassadors among us today from the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the Non-Aligned Movement as well. The displacement of Palestinians in Gaza must be unequivocally rejected. The Arab Group categorically rejects such displacement, which constitutes a clear violation of Article 49 of the Fourth Geneva Convention of 1949, prohibiting the forcible transfer of protected populations from occupied territories, irrespective of motive. We commend the international community's firm stance in rejecting these proposals and reaffirming their illegality under international law. A united and unequivocal rejection by member states is imperative. This is not acceptable whether it is against the people of Palestine or any other state. We would also like to shed light on the ongoing, alarming Israeli expanded aggression in the West Bank. These actions are a clear violation of international law and must stop immediately. Colleagues, this very institution was founded on the fundamental pillar of upholding and respecting international law in order to maintain peace and security worldwide. And what we have been witnessing for the past 15 months is jeopardizing our multilateral system. The adoption by the Security Council of Resolution 2735 was a glimmer of hope towards the end of the Israeli aggression on Gaza, and we urge the Security Council to uphold and enforce the principles of the resolutions, which calls for an immediate and full and complete ceasefire, the return of Palestinian civilians to their homes and neighborhoods in all areas of Gaza, the safe and effective distribution of humanitarian assistance at scale, and rejection of any attempt at demographic or territorial change in the Gaza Strip, including any action that reduce the territory of Gaza. And finally, the unwavering commitment to the two-state solution consistent with international law and relevant UN resolutions. In addition, we commend Qatar and Egypt, as well as the United States, for the utmost dedication in working around all the obstacles that are jeopardizing the ceasefire deal. The entire world supports a ceasefire in Gaza, and we all want to see its full implementation to lead to a sustainable and lasting ceasefire and to peace to the region and the world. Finally, we, the Arab countries, want to see a Riviera, a Palestinian Gazan Riviera in the independent and internationally recognized state of Palestine. With this, I give the floor to my esteemed brother, Dr. Riyadh Mansour, Ambassador of the State of Palestine.
Thank you, Brother Tareq. Shukran jazilan. And allow me at the beginning to express our gratitude for this massive representation of all of the Arab ambassadors and ambassadors from all regions of the globe, including NAM, OIC, the Committee on the Exercise of the Inalienable Rights of the Palestinian People from the African countries, from Asia, from Latin America, and this assembly of all ambassadors is to endorse the content of what was read by my brother Tareq, and we are strongly united behind the ceasefire to make it permanent, to spread to not only the Gaza Strip but also in the West Bank against the aggression there, and for the Israeli forces to leave the Gaza Strip and to leave the occupied West Bank, beginning with the northern part of the West Bank, and the full implementation of all provisions of the agreement through the 3 stages. In addition to that, we are united behind the implementation of Resolution 2735. It was adopted by the Security Council. No one voted against it. We want to see the implementation of that resolution as well. We had a large Arab delegation that met last week with the President of the Security Council. We conveyed this sentiment along with our rejection to the ethnic cleansing and forced transfer of the Palestinian people outside their homeland, especially those from the Gaza Strip. And we are very grateful for the Chinese ambassador who conveyed the content of our meeting, including we extended an invitation to the Security Council to come and visit the land of the State of Palestine, including the Gaza Strip. We also had yesterday a meeting of all the Arab ambassadors with all of the European Union ambassadors in their offices. It was a very powerful meeting. It was a very constructive meeting, and we converged our positions on many important issues, including the ceasefire, the implementation of the stages, and the implementation of 2735, and honoring and respecting international law, and also to oppose the violation of provisions of international law as it relates to the crime against humanity of forced transfer. We believe that such strong messages from key components of the international community, along with the Secretary General, who made it crystal clear that he opposes ethnic cleansing as it relates to the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. So therefore, we will continue our efforts here at the United Nations, with the Security Council, with the General Assembly, with the Secretary General and all components of the international community, not to allow further crimes to be inflicted upon the Palestinian people. What we need is to open doors for peace. What we need is a political horizon. What we need is to put an end to this illegal occupation as soon as possible, as has been articulated by the International Court of Justice, and as it has been legislated by the General Assembly, that this illegal occupation to be terminated within 1 year. We are working very hard with all partners in many things, including on the global alliance, on the two-state solution, and for the practical steps to convene an international conference as it was asked for by the General Assembly in June under the co-chairmanship of Saudi Arabia and France. This conference is not going to be an ordinary conference where we meet and give statements and issue a declaration. We are in the beginning stages of asking countries to declare commitments of what exactly they will do in order to contribute to putting an end to this illegal occupation. So by the time we meet in June, we will have the summation of all these practical commitments, including supporting the government of the State of Palestine, strengthening it, allowing it to be able to shoulder its responsibility vis-à-vis the Palestinian people. It means that to take practical steps against the illegal settlements and settlers. It means not to send weapons to kill the Palestinians. It means many other things, including for some countries that have not recognized the State of Palestine to do so, and it means for the Security Council to give a recommendation for the admission of the State of Palestine to full membership. These are but samples of the commitments that we expect from all member states, from political groups and regional groups, so that this time all of us will be working for the implementation of what the ICJ told us to do when they said in the General Assembly, adopt the modalities for putting an end to this illegal occupation as quickly as possible. We always work with you, the media. Please tell the story as it is accurately and contribute your efforts with our effort not to allow further crimes to be committed against the Palestinian people, especially the crime against humanity of imposing on us another Nakba, of kicking us out of our homeland. We have no homeland except Palestine. We love Palestine. We will rebuild the Gaza Strip. We will rebuild Palestine, and we will celebrate with you, inshallah, soon, the independence of the State of Palestine after the end of this illegal occupation and the membership of the State of Palestine to the United Nations. We thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your time, and this is the messaging that we had for you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Shukran.